We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from the Steel City. Now an opening past the 30. A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
Anytime you find yourself on the road, you want to do anything you can early to establish yourself and quiet this crowd. And I'll tell you, there's no better way than to take the opening kickoff nearly all the way and set up your offense with great field position to start this game.
Take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. First down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Let's go now. 19 targets.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Second and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Throw on the run is complete. He gets free. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! I'm a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
This is simply just a check down, Mike, and it's got to be held to a short gain, but instead he's physical, he's fast, and the next thing you know, he's in the end zone doing a celebration. It's funny what can happen when you get that effort with great execution.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers 7, Bengals nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Throwing now from the gun. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Stick with him again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Saw throws like that on Saturdays in South Bend. The result, a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Jabari Connor there on the stop.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a second and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 4th TD grab of the season. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Bengals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
aggressive kicks there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. And they are facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Check, Panther.
On the give, it's ETN. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Okay,
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 4.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The RPO is caught by St. Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Down the right sideline. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. So a big one there to start the drive. 52 yards.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Third and goal.
Go! 19, Panther 60, Panther 60, take over.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Deron Payne, relentless in his pursuit. He forces the big loss and brings up 4th and goal. Butker's kick is good. And the Bengals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Ready, ready.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he's out of bounds but they're going to slot this inside the 25. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. A pickup of 44 yards.
Come on. Hey, go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's taken down. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Steelers first down.
Let's go.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hot 70.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one caught at the 4. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Check out.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown, #1 for him on the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Steelers are on top. It's 14-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Start on the ground. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Going right, it's taken in, and he's taken down up past the 35. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
First down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down, Bengals.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Back to throw.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, man, open downfield is Horton. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. In the red zone now, one of the Steelers has it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, so they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be pissed.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Second and a yard.
Alert! 180! Hurry!
They put Wilson in motion.
What's up?
On 2nd down, Baker rolling right. He's going to air this one out. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals are back within a point. It's 14-13. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Warriors 70, tag!
On 1st down, Daniels. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. Now a handoff, running right. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Mikey Sainristil that time makes the play.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Alert! King!
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
70 Lions. Ready,
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Here we go, here we go. Touch.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
65 catch. Ready.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. That's Myers. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Reno. Ready.
Now a handoff to ETN, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Viking, go!
Daniels going to keep this himself. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
For a Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Warriors 70.
We'll run the toss here to ETN. Open space inside the 10. To the pylon, he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown Steelers. What a year. That is touchdown number 22 on the season. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Baker to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. First and 10.
Cowboy
At
80.
the 22-yard
Dragon
line.
60. Trap 50. Trap 60.
They'll run. It's ETN. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
26-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
18. Go.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end.
On the ready.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Catch made, right side by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now Buckner to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals have taken a 4-point advantage.
Steelers 22.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go. Ready.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Okay.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's swung out to ETN. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Steelers
Ready.
first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Let go.
Play action. Here's Daniels. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19. Check smash.
Daniels gonna throw again. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he'll take it on in. Take down. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. His kick is good. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Big play coming up. This is third down.
Run.
Here's Mayfield. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A big one here in the fourth quarter. It's a gain of 34.
Big time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Recovered by the Steelers.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Get on the field. He's got St. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready?
On the handoff, it's ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. A minute 57 to go in the game.
46-yard line.
Ready.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hop, 70, up, 18, left, 19 tight, 19 tight. 10 through 11, 10 through 11.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Cougar 19s, ready.
They'll run it here with ETN. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Come on, come on.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. Where was he going? Finally, they catch up to him and bring down a big loss there.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Here we go. Hey, check that, streak. 19, 18. Dragon 60. Let's go.
3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Let's give a lot of credit to this defense, Mike. They've got their backs on their own goal line, and they completely buckle down here in the low red zone. I mean, this pass rush, they've completely changed the scope of this possession and now brings up 4th and goal.
On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Matt Ariza.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go! Warrior 70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. And hurt. Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. 7 pocket.
Here we go. One final play. Rushed to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory.